guys, all right, back for the teardown part 2. We have a box full of stuff. We got the alternator, intake manifold, some coolant stuff, coil packs, the engine mount, I don't know the real name for it, some catch can hoses. I think we're gonna start off here with the high pressure fuel pump, get that dealt with, disconnect this line. It should just be 1, 2, 3, wiggle this baby off. Then from there we'll go over through the fuel rail and injectors. The injectors are going to be a pain in the butt, I already know. From there we'll do the thermostat and then see how that connects to this here heat exchanger. And I think this whole assembly right here, it's probably going to leak a whole bunch of oil, I'm assuming. I don't know, we'll see. Well, then I'll take that off. We'll get this upper cover off, the dipstick off, re-attack these hoses. Doubt they're going to come off. We'll see. And yeah, well, this stuff that goes to the, whatchamacallit there, thermostat, water pump. I believe this is like the little pump that runs after the car is off to circulate coolant around the car. So hopefully that's not too stuck in there. We'll see. This has like little clips on it, or little buttons. We'll attack that. So let's do it. All right, we're gonna break this hard line loose, and hopefully not. There should be no, maybe just a little residual. Don't know if I have to break this one loose, but we're gonna find out. Oh, yep, some residual, like I said. We'll just connect that bad boy right on back. All right, then we'll see. I tried to bring up the engine book here. I have it, but because I'm uploading the video right now, it's taking all the damn bandwidth, so I can't bring up the engine book. So I'm just gonna kind of wing it here and hope it's just these 3 to take this off. All right, set this bad boy down. Boom, off she goes. Click. So this is what it looks like behind your high pressure fuel pump. Obviously the cam actuates the fuel pump, so whoop, there it is. All right, now we're gonna start getting all this coolant and thermostat, water pump, or no, I lied, fuel stuff next. These bad boys out. There's no. Okay. I'm getting this off of here. This is going to be a pain. So stand by and enjoy. Stop. All right. So I just kind of just yanked on it on one side. Take the tool off here. Another yank. Put this over to catch all this fuel. Oh boy. All right. And this should have. Oh, well yeah, because those 2 injectors stayed in, but otherwise this whole thing would pull off. I don't know if I can get it with my hands, so we'll have to unclip these 2 injectors that stayed. We'll pull this away and get those injectors out. And boom. Whoop. You are now? Okay. So a couple of these injectors stayed, so pulling this guy off, it just pulls right off. And grabbing some fellas here, going around it, and just giving her a little yank. Boom, comes right off. Now you guys can see, she'll focus here. Say what? You're good. All that carbon build up on the tip there. You can kind of like just scratch, and you can just scratch this shit off. That's gross. I don't know if I'll be putting these injectors back in or not. I might just get new ones, depending on the price. I think Paul said they were pretty expensive, so I might just send them somewhere, get them cleaned up, flow tested or whatever. I don't know who can even flow test these because it requires so much pressure. Because these, you know, direct injectors, they literally go, they're called direct because they go directly into the cylinder. So it requires a lot of pressure to get these to fire into a cylinder that's under a bunch of pressure. So you know, your high pressure fuel pump that feeds your direct injectors. There you go. Alright, so we'll go here. I think they call this like an after pump. I might be making shit up. I don't know. Get these little buttons off. Should slide semi out of the way. Is there another button? Oh, this works. There's a little guy back here. Some M10. Just a bracket that holds that. Boom. We will place that back. Note to self in the video, nothing actually threads in there. It's just a little dummy post. Note to self. Boom. We'll switch bits again and just start yeeting some stuff off here. Probably gonna lose some coolant here. How many is there? 1, 2, let's see. Oh, might not be able to get to this. Come on. Okay, that one goes there. Oh man. Does this actually have to come out? No. We'll find out. We can get to this. Not too sure. Some O-ring. Boom. Yeah, we can see right into the head there. Nice. Go ahead and stop. Moving on to the water pump thermostat. I don't know what this cover does. I'm gonna yeet it off just to see if there's anything under here that might need to be taken off. Doesn't seem too friendly. Oh, there's like a little clip here of some sort. No, is that part of that? No. Oh no, there's another one. Imagine this might be where the belt is. Yeah, see, look, there you go, belt. Nice. So, we'll put these back in the cover for now. I'm just gonna slip this bad boy on off real quick. Seen this in the episode of Shop Dat. So shout out to Paul once again. So I watch like all the videos. Like Shop Dat has another page called Ask Shop Dat. And it is their main YouTube page or YouTube channel. And a lot of the stuff, even though you might not think it applies to you, like you should watch them and listen and learn. Anyway, if you ever go to do stuff like this, like at least you have like some type of prior knowledge. I'm glad I do. Oh no. That's gonna be, can't even see. Put me down. My socket's stuck. Dang it. Pause. And of course, my socket's stuck again. I'm gonna go ahead and do the bottom ones now so it doesn't just fall off. There's two down here somewhere hidden, it looks like. I can't. It's very tough. This fat little tool doesn't like to fit in any of these spots. Oh yeah, that's right, they're locked in. See, I learned that from the video too. Those screws don't actually like just fall out. I'm actually gonna have to take this coolant hose off, I think, to reach this. Oh, no, maybe not. No, maybe so. There we go. Okay. Whole thing's kind of loose. It'll just be this last one up top. Keeps pressure on here. Okay, see, all the hardware's out, but it like, come up top here, let's get my light out. You can see where it connects right in here to this heat exchanger. So I think I'm just gonna have to pull it off towards the driver's side and probably make a mess. So get this pan out some. See what we are missing. Oh yeah, comes right off. Like I said, keeping everything together. So look, I got this whole assembly here of, well, I'll probably let the coolant out, but get a good look in there. See how that looks? Looks pretty cool. It's one beefy machine, I can tell you that. Jesus. Oh, now I'm leaking coolant. And right here is where it connected to the heat exchanger. So I'm gonna go set this. You want to take that out of the box so I can just toss it in there. So to get this, get your belt off for the water pump. I believe this is the balance shaft, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. And to get that, you gotta go through this little window that they made just for that. And I'm not about to mess with that. I don't know if you're supposed to hold the crankshaft while you mess with that, or if this is just a low torque. I'm gonna have to look that up. Like I said, the internet's being done right now, so I'll get back to you guys on that. But the next assembly we're going for this whole thing here. And I believe like this heat exchanger isn't actually attached. There's no hoses or anything else running to it. So this is where oil will meet coolant and they'll transfer the heat to one another. I don't know if that's even really necessary. Obviously it is. I mean, they made it that way, so who am I to second guess them? But I think just all these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they should come off. It's definitely gonna make a mess. Probably take this bracket off too. And then from there we'll get off this guy right here, cover, dipstick, and maybe we'll flip it upside down and pull the pan or something. Alright, hopefully this is correct. I believe it's going to be RTV to the block. Here goes nothing. Try and keep these in order. Oh, short. Keep these in order as I go. And what goes where. Oh, it's a tight boy. Sheesh. Bottom two are the same length. Felt like RTV. There's some RTV on there. Nope. This will be the middle two. That one was kind of loose. Middle two are the same, and it looks like this will be the last one. It shouldn't just fall off. See how this whole thing feels. Well, it just feels like that's the only one holding it on. So there's probably some male ends that go into the block or something. This is the top one, which is the same length as the middle two. These bolts are for the AC. I gotta order that AC delete bracket still. Keep forgetting about that. Alright, oh boy. Oh, the fuck. Alright, come over here. The only thing holding it on now is this bolt for the dipstick, so we'll get the dipstick off. This should just yank right out of there, and then we'll do this. I'm gonna stick a bolt back in so it doesn't fall. Stick a little guy there. We should be able to scoot this. Oh yeah, this pops out. Pop this screw back in, which is good because I was hoping I wouldn't have to deal with any of these sensors on the side. So that's good. Let's see if this baby just wants to work its way on out. Right on. Got the Racing Line dipstick, courtesy of the lady holding the camera. Let's toss that bad boy on in. We will Cool beans. Not a huge mess. A lot of this stayed together. Got a gasket in there. So this should keep, and you can see oil down in this one. And there's coolant in the other one. So this is, yeah, the coolant and the oil will mix here, and well, not mix, but they all go through here like kind of, I guess, like a radiator of some sort. I'd imagine there's separate fins and they transfer the heat back and forth. It's actually a lot lighter than what I thought it was going to be. Cool stuff. Nothing too fancy here. I believe this is just a knock sensor. It's got to be a knock sensor. Which is kind of weird because this goes all the way up, connects under the manifold, all funny. It's so interesting, to say the least, how things tie into one another. Alright. Go ahead and take this off. This is the PVC plate. This is the V2, I believe, of the racing line. I think they're at V4 now. They changed the position of this little barb fitting. The new one, this part of the plate, this attaches to this plate, but the screws are underneath. I think a couple people had failures when they didn't tighten them enough or didn't put Loctite on them, or I am going to assume both. And the bolts came down and went right into the cams. So they wound up revising it, and I think they revised it again after that. I don't have any issues with this plate, so I don't think I'm going to replace it. I mean, I'd like to get the whole new one because this has all their old logos on it, and this is the new one. So I'd like everything to match that, which matches the dipstick, which matches the oil housing, or the oil filter housing, and all that. It would be really nice to have it. It just bothers me that things don't match. I'm a little upset. Oh, and the intake doesn't match either, but I think I'm going to switch up intakes. I'm going to switch up the elbow on the turbo, probably go with the DVB2, since theirs seems to be the highest flowing, and then go with like the MST hose, and then probably go custom from there. I'd like to do a headlight cutout like she has for track days, and then I got the actual, like the drag strip or whatever, just not even run an air filter. Like have like some modular setup with what's it called, V-bands or something. I know a guy in Canada, actually, homie, if you're watching, I might be hitting him up for an intake. But the guy, Free Smoke as well, he makes intakes. I call it like the Big Dong or something like that. Oh boy, this is not wanting to break loose. No, I do not want to strip this. Pause. Ooh, well, like so, pop right up. You see, here's all the screws I was telling you guys about. On the old version, people had some of these back out and fall. Literally, that's your camshaft right there under it. So, would not be a good time. I'm going to cover this up immediately. Ready? Alright, we're going to get these cam sensors off here. They are not torqued on there much at all. And they're very soft. You're trying to do this cam cover in the car. It's very annoying to do, especially to line up the seal down here. And this one screw, I think it's this one, is real close to the AC line. So you're gonna have to like make a makeshift tool to get in there. It is just like, it is a pain in the ass. It is not fun. I've done it more than once. 0 out of 10 on the fun scale. I don't know how far we'd be behind starting today if we didn't have this tool. Probably pretty far. This thing makes everything so convenient. So I marked these, front, back. Probably going to replace them. They're the exact same part number. It doesn't really matter. Definitely going to replace them. Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say like what should and shouldn't be replaced. If I had the money, I would literally just say everything. Or do everything, but dang thing won't come out. Come on, boom. There we go. There we go. There's cam. I think this is basically just a magnet that reads the position of the cam. I don't actually know though. Come on, baby. There we go. Same thing. Literally same exact thing. Break a couple of these bad boys loose. Nice. Now we got some chain guides here. Guide. I forget what they call this thing, but I think that's just a thing. It does things. It holds things in places. Dang, this is kind of cool, huh? Dope. Well, guys, that's gonna be the end of today's video. Next video we'll start off with the crank pulley, get that lower cover off here, flip it, get the pan off, start on the timing chain guides and chains and the oil pump chain, and basically, yeah, and then try and get these damn hoses off the back. I'm gonna spray them down with some more PB plaster. I tried to yank on them a little bit. They weren't coming. I really don't want to destroy them. I also have an idea. I kind of want to, so right there, like after this tees off here, like cut and weld like AN threads, and then just make and do the same here. Boom, boom. That way you can just run like some nice lines instead of having, like, if I ever want to pull the turbo off again, I'll just like zoop zoop right here on the AN lines, and then same for the turbo, or not the turbo, but the turbo oil feed and return. Make life a lot more simple, I think. I think it'd be worth the time. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. My boy Michael showed me some really nice lines that are like mostly black, like my catch can lines, but they have like little threads of blue through it. Look really dope. And he has some that are purple and orange, I think. Look really good. So, hope you guys like this video. Like I said, I'm no freaking expert. I'm just kind of winging it, going off of what I've learned before from videos of other people and just common knowledge here. But the next stuff is gonna be like, I mean, after the pan and the covers and stuff, like doing the chains and disassembling stuff from there is gonna be all by the book. I'll be showing you guys what the values are and what to do and how to do it. Hopefully we don't need any stupid, crazy special tools. Once the internet's done acting dumb, I'm gonna look it up and make sure I don't need anything crazy. I have like some makeshift tool to hold the crank pulley still. Yeah, that's all I got. Hope you guys liked the video. Make sure you hit that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, drop them down below. Tell your friends about the build. Hit that join button. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.